Hey viewers, welcome to BL Astrology once again. I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer. I use the Sidereal Zodiac to predict. And as per that, Mercury is going to be getting exalted from the 21st of August till the 25th of October. A long transit because Mercury is going to be turning retrograde as well. 10th of September till the 2nd of October, Mercury is going to be turning retrograde. And why is it such an important transit for me personally? Because it's a Mercury return for me. I really appreciate this planet a lot, and it really helps me a lot as well. The analytical Mercury, right? So before going into the segments that, in the first segment, I'll be explaining what exactly this means and how is it going to be impacting us all in general. And the nakshatra transits, retrograde dates, and the conjunctions it's going to be in. So quite a lot of things which will be explained in the first segment. So stay tuned. If at all you don't want to, then you can straight away skip to your sign, which will be the next segment. I'll be doing the timestamps after this video gets uploaded. So give me some time. And in the next segment, I'll be sharing with you as to how this Mercury's transit in the Virgo sign being in the exaltation, how is it going to be impacting the 12 ascendants, moon signs, or the Dasha Lord's sign. Suppose you have a Dasha of Saturn. Saturn is in Libra sign, exalted Saturn in your chart. So make Libra sign your ascendant and see how is it going to be impacting you. You must see firstly from your ascendant. Somebody had a confusion, so I'm just clarifying this every time. Because, very rarely you will hear this, that, we should see from the Dasha also. So wherever Dasha Lord sits, that is the third stage. So first stage is that you should be hearing from your ascendant. So ascendant because sets the tone, the first house, second house, third house, which sign is rising. So that actually is the standpoint of your horoscope. Then comes the moon. Moon is our mental setup. So you have to check from moon as well. These are all important ones. Then you should see the Dasha. Because, the Dasha, the sub-period, the main time cycle, and the sub-time period, that is very important to check because the Dasha keeps changing. And so does the experience also, of a particular transit. How is it impacting you? So you should check from this as well. A long, explanation on this. So two announcements as usual, because very important announcements going on. I'm running the discounts, 30% discount on all the readings. Please book your slot at the earliest because I'll be closing very soon. September slots are all taken, so only October slots, few slots are still there. So you can just book your reading with me, one-on-one live audio call. If you want video, you have to tell in advance so that I can set up everything beforehand. And if you want only the audio, of course, you can also switch off your video and you can also interact with me through Zoom. And I will record the session. I'll be sending you the session within 24 hours, the recording. And if you really want to consult with me and understand your horoscope in detail, so please hurry up and book the slot, because then only once in a year I have these discounts running. So I think it's a good idea if you book at the earliest and gives some time to my team, or maybe, if they are doing some kind of, taking time and shuffling and, time slots allocation. So that takes little time. So just give them some time, and they're really helping me out. Even in the middle of the night, they are up and doing that for me. Thanks so much to my team. And then we have this conference, Maharishi Parashara conference. I have made the elaborate video on that also. And please book your slot if you want to learn advanced predictive techniques from me, or if you want the whole conference, if you want to buy the whole conference slots, then you should actually enroll at the earliest, because you have the early bird discounts till the 31st of August. And then will be, the high price, the actual price that you have to pay for. And if you want to use VL Astrology as your promo code, you get 10.8% extra discount. So I don't think so it's a bad deal. So if you want, if you have any favorite teacher, so you can just book for that teacher also, in particular, if you don't want to buy the whole, conference. ticket. So you can just buy for the astrologer you want to actually learn from. I will be taking up my class on the 19th of November. So if you want, all the details are there. You can just book your slot and be there. I want all my audience to be there, maximum audience to be there, because they'll be learning quite a lot of detailed, in-depth, advanced predictive techniques as far as how you can predict for marriage, relationships, for your career, health, also travels. So many things I will try to cover, because it's a 2.5 hours class only. So just let's see how it goes, because I want to impart too many things in a very short time. So let's see how it goes. I'll try to do it to the maximum. So do book your slot there, enroll yourself at the earliest. So enough of talking. Let's start with the Mercury's ingress in the exaltation place of Virgo. It's a beautiful time. It's a long transit, and it's an erratic one also, because generally, 15-20 days, this Mercury stays in a particular sign, and it is going to be a long one this time. So it is definitely going to be bringing about many changes, many results, globally also, as well as individually. So do hear it as per your ascendant moon or the Dasha. So please stay tuned for the detailed video. So let's start with all right. So here, if you can see, we have Mercury's ingress on the 21st of August. And let me tell you what exactly I'm going to be talking about. These are all live sessions, so please bear with me. Okay. So now what is happening here? It is in the Virgo sign. First of all, it is in the Virgo sign here. So Virgo sign is the sign of analysis, analytical sign. And this is also the one which gives you a lot of inclination towards acquiring more things in detail. You get into the depth of everything, and you want to just be organized, plan everything meticulously. This is the time when you should be actually more inventive, and you should be more into your competency also. You can improve yourself during this time for sure. And in Virgo, the symbol is lady in the boat. She's a solo lady. So this also reflects celibacy. It's like purity. So anything, and that's why, it is about cleanliness, purity, clear-heartedness, impure thoughts, if you have, then this transit brings about negative results to you. So you have to actually not be judgmental during this time, take everything in a stride, and be more hardworking. You will be getting into the details of everything, and you will be very attentive also. This is the time how you can interact with efficiency. Efficiency actually is going to be enhanced. So make the best use of. And Mercury is also the ruler of your third house. So communication will be enhanced during this period as well. See, Virgo sign is an introvert sign as compared to the Gemini sign. But it is definitely the sign where, you want to work through everything in details, in depth. And Gemini sign is a superficial sign. So you are flamboyant, and, you are more communicative in Gemini sign than Mercury is. Here, it is more analytical, So you will be more into doing things behind the scenes, but you definitely will be going to be achieving very good results during this time. Also, Jupiter is going to be aspecting this Mercury. In mutual aspect, in fact, Mercury and Jupiter will be in mutual aspect. So you will be overly optimistic in your thinking, in your thought process. You're prone to see bigger picture, but have difficulty in focusing on the details because you are overconfident during this time. So that you have to work through, because, your communications are going to be more about, can be, like involving a little bit of arrogance. That you have to work through, because, Jupiter enhances and exaggerates everything. It is amplifying energy. So don't be too particular finicky about details also, because Jupiter, even if it's in retrogression, it's Jupiter after all, and it's in dignity. Mercury is in dignity. So this is some dignity means it is both are in their own respective signs. So this is in the natural way also they are right opposite each other, and here also they are in opposition to each other. So the thirst for knowledge is insatiable during this time. You want to plan everything meticulously for the future. You're going to be actually involved in religion, philosophy, law, education, and there is a lot of advancement in humanity also. There will be a lot of challenges, competitive edge, and you will be actually attaining all that sort of success right now. For investments, also, this Mercury's ingress in the sign of Virgo is going to be bringing about lot many results related to the market. But at the same time, you must understand that when Mercury goes retrograde, major market trends change. Upheavals are there. Sudden loss, sudden gain, sudden rise, sudden fall, like that will happen when Mercury is in the dual sign, Jupiter is in the dual sign, and they are also right in the opposition. So this combination will make you more inclined towards writing abilities. Whatever blocks are there, you will be actually breaking out. You'll be thinking out of the box. You'll be breaking those blocks also, and you'll be looking at the bigger picture in a very optimistic manner. So definitely a very positive transit because of that. Now, what else is happening? I want to show you. Saturn is in dignity, Jupiter is in dignity, and Sun is also in dignity. Sun is also in Leo sign, and so is Mercury. So many planets in dignity brings about a lot of energy to start something new. This is a very good time to enhance your whatever areas you are involved in. This is a very positive time, and I will be giving you the dates also as to how you can, be forewarned. Don't make decisions related to any, education or any kind of market investments and all. Okay. Now, what is happening? Mars is going to be in the in the Taurus sign, and Saturn is in the Trine also. So can you see this Artha Trikona is getting active. This is the Trine. Can you see this is the Trine? 2, 6, 10. So this is going to get active during this time, and this is going to be bringing about a lot of energy to you. So you must utilize this energy to interact, and also this will give you a lot of, clear-headedness. Now you're going to be very logical, and you're going to be making any decisions in a very disciplined manner. And any kind of difficulty you are going to attain is going to be eradicated immediately or solved. You can deal in a very different manner, in a very serious manner now, because of Saturn in the Trine, Mars in the Trine. So this will give you a lot of inclination to be in discipline, not indiscipline, in discipline. You are going to be disciplined right now. You're clear-headed, and you will tackle everything well, and you will be thorough in your approach. You will correct your mistakes. You will be very particular about what you do, and very careful about what you do also, because you are going to be very logical because of the Saturn's energy here. And also, there is this Mars's energy here, which is also, it's going to be casting its impact also after Mars moves into Gemini, which I'll be sharing also. Now, this is a very good time for mental work. Okay. And you can, sharpen your skills, you can be focused, and your ability to make distinctions and create clarity out of chaos will be enhanced. So Saturn and Mars energy, they are two malefic planets, but still, it is actually giving you that competitive edge, and you're going to be getting a lot of clarity in the chaos also. There will be chaos, but you'll be getting out of it as well. Also, you will have so much of energy right now, and you will have too much of, you have that inclination to debate now. You're going to be more into arguments as well because of Mars energy. Arguments will actually be very, sometimes arguments are favorable also because they give you clarity. Okay, so just don't fall prey to your ego, because, you can you have to learn from others. You should not just, be always on that stride that, that no, let's flow with the flow, rather than, just saying, not accepting somebody is better than you, so accept it. Don't be too argumentative and don't be too aggressive during this time. Any kind of, see, Mars looking in the 6th house, so this means looking as in it's in the trine to Mercury in the Artha bhava. So this is the best time if you want to start any kind of rigorous exercises, plan your routine well, because this is going to be the time when you will be actually focused on the details on your health, as well as your interest in spirituality will increase. And also you want that inner you to get better during this time. You will have room for meditation, for enhancing your skills, studying, organizing yourself, and also how you can improve on problem solving. You're being very analytical as well as very attentive during this time. All right. So this is definitely going to be a very positive time for you. Utilize it. Also, I'm giving you a few dates. See, Venus is going to be in Virgo sign from the 24th of September till the 18th of October. Sun is going to be in this sign of Virgo from the 17th of September till the 17th of October. Now here, all through, they're going to be conjunct this Mercury. Okay. And Mars will be aspecting from the Gemini sign from October 16 to the 25th of October. That's for a few days only, for 10 days, 9 days, 10 days time. Now, when Venus is going to be conjunct, before to that, sorry, Sun will conjunct. So let me talk about Sun. So when Sun is conjunct this Mercury, so this will give you a lot of meetings with the authorities. You might become very busy with the communications. You will be thinking about how you can grow, how you can work, continuously. You can stretch yourself. There can be some misunderstandings that you'll be clearing also during this time. And there will be some kind of agreements and contracts that you will be signing. So this is a very beautiful transit from the 17th September to the 17th of October. Now, Venus will also be joining this Mercury, and there will be a Nicha Bhanga. Nicha Bhanga Raja Yoga, okay, in the sky, and the babies born during this time will be experiencing it even more. So what will happen, when Venus is in Virgo sign, he is not an analytical planet, okay, and when he goes into, when Venus is in the Virgo sign, he has to be more analytical, which is very difficult for him. So what happens now? With this Nicha Bhanga, that means Mercury is going to be stronger, because of Mercury, this Nicha Bhanga is happening. So you will be representing love, romance, friendship, entertainment, and also some social events now, because Venus and Mercury, here Mercury is winning, but the significations of Venus are also going to get attached. So you will discuss relationships even more. You will discuss business, partnerships, how you can enhance yourself, beauty, anything to do with writing, publishing, all those skills are going to be improving during this time. Very beautiful time. That is from the 24th of September till the 18th of October. Okay. Then Venus is in dignity. After that, it will be in the Libra sign. And when all these things are happening, you must understand that this is a very beautiful transit which we are heading to. Now, Venus, this Mercury is going to be in 3 nakshatras, nakshatra of Uttara Phalguni, Hasta, and Chitra in the Virgo sign. Uttara Phalguni, of course, we have already, experienced the transit in the Leo sign of Mercury, so which started from the 18th of August. So it's going to be in this Uttara Phalguni nakshatra till the 30th of August in the direct motion. That is the Sun's nakshatra. So Sun's signification, authority, communication, all that is also going to be, actually, the flavor is going to be there with Mercury. In Hasta Nakshatra, when Mercury is going to be from the 30th to the 19th of September, so you have to see where your Hasta Nakshatra is. That will get active. Remember, any planet which is transiting through a Nakshatra, you have to relate any of the other planet in your natal chart, in your birth chart, with that Nakshatra as well. If at all you have any planet in Uttara Phalguni, so you will feel the impact even more during this time from the 18th of August till the 30th of August. And when Mercury is in Hasta Nakshatra, see where your Hasta Nakshatra is. So any kind of communication related issues, education, investments, you will be actually working through that in that particular time. See, you will become very emotional also, because Hasta Nakshatra is also about emotions ruled by Moon. So you will become very emotional in your communication as well. Now, Uttara Phalguni again from the 19th of September till the 14th of October, because it's going to go retrograde also. So again, sun's flavor will come in. When again in Hasta Nakshatra from 14th of October till the 22nd of October. Make a note of these dates. I've not written it here because, I was in a rush. I had to obviously, I'm busy with the readings also. So this is something, you have to make a note of. 14th October to the 22nd of October in Hasta Nakshatra. Re-hear, re-listen to the recording. In Chitra Nakshatra, that is Mars's Nakshatra. Now, Mars is in Trine also. And Mars is going to be the Nakshatra ruler also of Chitra. So 22nd of October till the 30th of October, this Mercury is going to be in Chitra Nakshatra. And from the till the 25th, of course, in Virgo and then in Libra. So when Mars is forming again a double the connectivity with Mercury, because it's in Trine in the Artha Trikona also. So this is the time when you will be feeling the results related to the the energy levels are going to be very high. And it's said then that when the trine, which is the earth trine, which is the Artha trine, and the earthy planets, earthy signs are getting active, so it brings about very good vibes. You bring it's whether friends, lovers, family members, co-workers. So you will be having congeniality maintained. Don't get involved in any kind of arguments, as I said, because these are the cardinal signs which are definitely going to be giving you good results. See, Taurus, from Taurus, Mars, Saturn in Capricorn. So this is also the time when you will be more involved in the aesthetics, the music, beauty, sensuality, a lot of hard work, because Mars is there. So the laziness has no place here. Okay, so don't be too lazy, don't be too jealous, don't be too controlling during this time. And Virgo sign, of course, is the sign which has a very systematic approach towards life. So whatever, the investigative you or the detail oriented you, organized you, incredibly, you can be incredibly smart also during this time. See, I have a Mercury in Virgo sign. I'm so organized. I know why it is so, because Mercury return is now happening. So I am becoming more organized during this time. I can feel it, feel the energies even more. So this is like one example I can give you, because, I'm always, I get into the details of everything. When I dress up also, I get into the details and depth of everything. And then, even my hair have to be very prim and proper, because my Venus is also in Libra. So both of the planets, in dignity. So this brings about even more writing skills, everything, has to be very perfect for me. So all that is because of this Virgo, very strong Virgo Mercury. It's exalted after all. And Capricorn, of course, Saturn is in dignity, Jupiter in Pisces. So this is the time when you will, be more watchful about your work. You're extremely sensitive, reflective. You're more ambitious, hardworking. So all this you have to, you will be experiencing during this time, and you will be very, very focused during this time. So positive energy, of course, this is a positive energy. There will be negatives attached to every transit. I will be sharing with you that also. So make a note of few dates. See, Mercury is going to be Asta retrograde. That is combustion as well as retrograde. So that is from the 8th of September till the 1st of October. 23 days, this Mercury is going to be retrograde also, and is going to be in combustion as well. So this is the time when you have to be, when Mercury is combust. So it is like, whatever you will convey, as it is retrograde phase also does that. So whatever you will convey, will be taken otherwise. So be careful about your communication for sure. You should not go haywire, or you should not be in a flow, speaking anything and everything, and then, suffer later. So you have to be very, very careful about your communication skills during this time, because Mercury is combust, Asta. So any kind of, generally it's said that, when you, start any education or anything related to your studies and all. So you have to be careful when Mercury is Astha. So avoid, and retrogression also, travels and everything you should avoid, or maybe buying any electric gadgets, signing any contracts. You have to be careful. Retrograde, of course, I will be making separate video. Now, what are the precarious dates? You have to make a note of 31st August to the 4th of September. 4th September, 31st of August to 4th of September, there can be some problems related to your speech, or, some contracts you're signing, or maybe, there will be some upheavals in the market trend. So be careful about that. You should actually be making a note of these. 4th September to the 8th of September, also you can get into some kind of, there can be in the general public, there can be some rows or maybe some kind of, agitation which can come in. So one has to be careful about that also. 15th of September to the 20th of September, you can be very spiritual. You can be having a focus on reading scriptures, or maybe, something to do with, people will become very religious, and at the same time, very cut to cut, very dry, very focused on their own work and detached. So that is something which can happen from the 15th to the 20th. 10th to the 14th. Also, this is going to be giving you some inclination to acquire more knowledge. So, or communication skills will improve, or maybe, there can be miscommunications, and, you can have problems and agitation amongst each other, on the global level, I'm saying, and the leaders might also make wrong decisions, and maybe they are signing some contracts which are going to actually not get fulfilled, or they can be a short-term thing, which is not going to be a long-term contract. 22nd of October to the 24th of October is the time when you can experience a lot of, laziness overall. There can be a slag, or, there can be a very, in the market, there can be something which we can hear that, we were expecting something, but something else is coming up. The upheavals are there that we can experience. So lie low, don't invest during these 22nd to the 25th. In fact, I would suggest that don't get involved in anything like this. See, one more thing is happening. Rahu, Ketu are going to be in Virgo and Pisces, Navamsa, from the 24th of September to the 7th of January 2023. So Virgo and Virgo and Pisces, axis is again going to be very active. Jupiter is in Pisces, and Ketu is going to be in Pisces, Navamsa. Mercury is going to be in the Virgo sign in the Rashi chart, and in the Navamsa Kundli, Rahu is there. So this also brings about sudden increase in your market, which is very, very superficial. It is just something behind the scenes. There is something else, and something else is being shown. The media might be showing you something, but there is some actuality attached to it, which is not shown. It's hidden. So you all have to be very careful. Don't fall prey to the communication that you're listening to around, the rumors or the scandals you're listening to. So all that will actually be enhanced from the 24th of September till the 25th of October. Specifically, I'm telling you this because then, it will be just a heads up. So be prepared for all this. And also I will be giving you the Mercury retrograde in Virgo sign from the 10th of September to the 2nd of October video, once it is going to go retrograde around that time. All right, because it requires attention. So be pure in thoughts, be meticulous, be more concerned about people around you, be more just work on your health, okay, during this time, because Mercury is in the sign of health also. So you have to be extra prepared for all these things. All right, so let's start with the predictive, and that is forecast for all the 12 signs. Okay, let me just right. All right, to start with, Mercury is going to be, for Aries natives, it's going to be in the 6th house transit. And 6th house transit will be giving you a lot of focus and attention on the details, health, work, and also there will be concentration on how you can improve on the relationship with the people around you. You're going to be very communicative as well as very much inclined towards the propensity that you have in in your conversations. You are going to be not having any pointless conversations. You're going to be very pinpoint, and you're going to be having a lot of technical issues that you'll be resolving as well, because this is this in the zodiac sign. This is a very important sign, 6th house, for day-to-day work. Also, your thoughts focus will be on the hard work, not on the uselessness. You will be more focused on how you can work independently, how you can be, but you should be more focused on your health also. There is a lot of competition success that we can anticipate during this time. Speak honestly, because Mars is in the 2nd house, Saturn is in dignity as well all through. So you have to be very cautious about how you communicate with people. Are you telling any lies? Are you hiding the facts? All that you have to work through. In fact, you have to be taking care of the people's sentiments also during this time. See, market upheavals will be there. I've given you the dates in the beginning part. Please follow the dates, because they are the dates which can give some market upheavals. There can be good markets. There can be really dissatisfying market trends also, because Mercury is going to go retrograde also. And majorly, when Mercury goes retrograde, you see all this even more. And Mars and Saturn are also in the Artha Trikona, not to forget that. So this will bring about a lot of inclination towards markets as well. People will get, involved too much into the markets. Investments, some new projects you can start, and you can also deal with the foreigners some presentations, purchasing of vehicle, meeting your relatives, taking help from your relatives, looking after your health. These are all the highlights of this Mercury in the 6th house transit for you. Now check where your Uttara Falguni, Hasta, Chitra are. So I've given the dates of these transits. Also, the nakshatra transits, they will also get impacted when Mercury is transiting through these nakshatras. All right. So make a note of all that. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Taurus. So for Taurus natives, this Mercury is going to be in your 5th house, and is going to be in trine to Mars and Saturn as well, aspected by Jupiter, very strong. So here you will be more towards how you can clarify your position on any subject. You can explain a very concrete way what you are thinking. Your mental activity will include writing, reading, games, chess, maybe, requiring special skills. You can enhance that. There will be a tendency to, have an interest in the intellectual subjects. You will be more involved in the artistic you. So this is going to be giving you a lot of inclination towards doing things which require artistic bent of mind as well. Some amount of social activity, connecting with your friends, taking their advice, investment planning, all that is also going to be favorable. Any kind of investments into studying material, maybe you are going to be studying or overseas places, or stock markets, you're going to be shelling out a lot of money here, and you will be actually, be able to combat the difficult situations also. You will actually learn that side of you, which is actually, hidden, will be enhanced during this time, which is definitely very positive for you. And any kind of difficult subjects or if you're distracted in your subjects, you will be getting that focus also, that attention that you're looking forward to, you will get as well. And don't waste your time. That's the best part about this transit. You will be actually not wasting time. If you do, then this transit is not good for you. Thankfully, Jupiter is also looking here. So your performance, your creativity, all that is going to get enhanced, and you are going to be very, very methodical and very, very creative to perform your activities, whatever you want to. Sun will be also joining here. So the authorities will be making and signing some contracts and making some major decisions. Do not do it during the periods that I have mentioned in the initial summary part. Do listen to the summary part, because it has a lot of content and what exactly this transit is about. So just go back and hear the dates. which are little precarious, not good for investments during those dates at least. So do not get carried away in your, impulse. Coming to the next sign, that is Gemini. So for Gemini natives, this transit is happening in your Kendra, forming a Bhadra Yoga. See, there is a Bhadra Yoga. There is, this is a Bhadra Yoga. This is a Hamsa Yoga also because of Jupiter. So there is a very powerful, two powerful yogas for the babies born during this time. So you have to, during the fourth house transit of this is a very easier way to communicate, start any education, intimate feelings and emotions will be highlighted. And very good time for forming a connection with between the events of the past and the issues that you are facing now. So you will be able to join the dots. Okay, I have to find the key to connect with these two, past and present, and bring about a solution. So you're going to be having a lot of energy, which requires you to investigate or maybe connect with the parents, connect with the people around you who will actually give you a lot of focus and energy as well. So there will be some discussions, some kind of correspondence, which will be giving you a lot of connection with the family members. You will learn your lessons, you will build on your family, education you can start, and also you will be having a lot of idealized viewpoint during this time. The ideologies are going to change now. The chemistry and the bonding is going to change, and everything is about skill enhancement. When you talk about skills, it is only Mercury that gives you. And Jupiter is enhancing. It's going to be giving you some changes, change of place, change of job, enhancement in your skills, and getting connected with your childhood decisions which you have made. You will be learning from that. Okay, I was actually born like this. I had these things in, I was imparted these value system. So all that you're going to be getting connected with. The authorities are going to be supportive of you also. Okay. And for investment purpose, I would suggest just take care of on the dates that I've mentioned. Otherwise, it's a very good time for you. It's a beautiful transit because in the Kendra, it is forming two Pancha Mahapurusha yogas. So utilize it also. And there will be a Nicha Bhanga Raja yoga also for Venus from the 24th of October till the 18th of September till the 18th of October. Very positive time. And in case you want to renovate your house, so you should be doing that during that time. Venus's ingress also I will be sharing with you, right? I will be making a separate video of the same. Coming to the Cancer sign. Now for Cancer natives, this transit is happening in your third house, and it is also going to be part of this Mars energy, Saturn energy, Jupiter energy. A lot of energy is coming your way. So this is the time how you can improvise on your communication, short journeys. You can be enhancing your social networking during this time. And you can be also very empathetic and emotional also with the people around you, with your siblings, with your neighbors. You're going to be actually communicative, how you can be enhancing your way to communicate. This is the time you should be actually participating in the commercial activities, signing of agreements, documents, any kind of intellectual occupations you want to go in for, teaching, participating in training programs. All that you should be actually working through during this time. In case you have anything on mind, you should take it up. Writing skills can be enhanced. You want to write a book, you want to, maybe publish a book. So this is very positive time. The practical implication will be active right now. Any kind of practical viewpoint will be taken into account by your co-workers, by your seniors also. They will be actually appreciating your work as well. There can be some health issues that you have to look for. They can be that you're traveling, you don't eat right. So all that you have to be very careful about. The dates I've given in the initial summary part, that will be the time you have to be careful about. That's a remedy also for you. So you must actually, you may define your value scheme for another person who clearly understands your position on some issue. It makes a little difficult in the financials also. Maybe, your business plans or some investment plans that you have been making, or some signing of contracts, that you have to be very careful about. But it is definitely going to be that aspect which is going to get active also. So the energy is going to get modified. You're going to be very charged up during this time as well, because this is the sign, this is the place where Mars is actually the Karaka. So you will be feeling all that energy in your communication. Intellect is going to be enhanced. Education wise, it's a good transit. For investments also, from time to time, you'll be experiencing amazing results, because third house is also Gemini sign, which rules, Mercury rules that sign as well. So it's its own zone after all. So Mercury is charged up here. You realize it. Short journeys would be helpful. Take care of your health though. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Leo. So for Leo people, this transit of Mercury is happening in your second house. And Mercury is going to be giving you a lot of inclination towards money, investments. You're going to be very much involved in your security, money, financials, how you can, enhance the way your philosophy towards life is going to change now. You're going to be understanding well what gives you the practical way or practical approach. You will understand that how you can make money out of money. Investments would be good because Jupiter is in your 8th house. You will be going in for some purchasing of property, family value system you'll be following, or some lineage. You're going to be taking the help of your family members also in planning everything. And you're going to be mentally very flexible, how you communicate with people. You're going to be actually working through all those things as well during this time. And it is going to be giving you a lot of enthusiasm as well. Your nature is going to be very much inclined to acquire more financial growth. So that is the main agenda. Even your partner is going to be very skillful. You have to take care of your health, as in maybe some dental issues. You can have some skin rashes, skin problems. All that you have to be a little extra careful about, but otherwise it's a very positive transit. Okay, not to worry about it very seriously. And Mars is also going to be in your 10th house, Digbala. Saturn in the 6th house is also very positive in dignity. Jupiter is also in the 8th house in retrogression, though it's good. So the days that I've mentioned in the beginning part, you have to be a little careful about. Sun, when transits through here, so is also positive for you to make any kind of investment planning. It is good for financials, getting connected with the family, but don't be too dominating. Otherwise, Venus will also be joining in the month of September, 24th September to the 18th of October. That is also going to be enhancing your financial growth and the value system that you follow. So do take into account how you deal with your financials and how you can park your funds in a proper manner. Purchasing of property is also on cards because Mars is looking at your 4th house and the Dhanabhava Lord is getting active after all. And this is going to be elevating you in your financials, of course. Okay, so make the best use of this transit. If you want to go in for education, you can. If you want to go in for investments, you can. Plan everything well. Utilize this transit till the time Mercury goes retrograde at least. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Virgo. Now, Virgo is the sign where Venus, this Mercury is going to be transiting. Sorry about that. So Mercury is going to be in the 1st house of yours. And this is the time when your personal reactions are accelerated and you give the impression of being more intelligent and alert. The characteristics of this transit of Mercury will be like increased curiosity, intellectual self-confidence, self-expression, and how you with ease will be actually communicating everything. Now, whatever the ideas that are behind the back of your mind are now going to be projected well. Now, this is also going to be giving you some communication with your neighbors, friends, co-workers. Whatever your intellectual competitiveness is now is going to be highlighted. So make the best use of this. And this transit is wonderful for lecturing, writing, teaching, studying. If you are a Virgo rising especially, or you have any prominent Virgo, so this is definitely the time for you. And you will become more aware of your personal appearance also, how you look, how your personal goals are. You'll be setting your goals in case you want to go in for some, partnership business, marriage. So this is definitely going to be very positive for you. Make a note of the days that are given in the initial summary part, because they are the dates which actually will be helping you understand this transit better. that you have to be very careful about your investments, about your own planning of the goals. So you have to be a little careful about all that during the dates that I've mentioned, because this is going to be also, in the Navamsa movements, which is not that favorable. So you have to be taking care. You will be more focused on your dressing, your hygiene, your diet, and how, but you can be a little agitated also. Mercury gets agitated because of Mars in the trine and Saturn also there. So this is something which is going to be giving you some mental agitation as well. You can be very focused on your work, and somebody disturbs you, you get irritated. Or maybe, you're very, very meticulous, you're very, very refined, you're very skillful, very punctual, very detail oriented. Somebody who's not, you will not like it. You will get very upset. You will get very irritated with those people. Don't speak anything which is trivial, which is not, which is like frivolous talking. It will impact your efficiency at workplace. So don't talk, don't do any kind of loose talking. Okay, control on your, keep a check on your speech. See, Ketu is as it is in the second house, so that is also curtailing your speech. You want to get detached from talking to others as it is. And it is also giving you dental issues. Maybe, somebody was complaining about that as well. Since Ketu has transited through my second house, I'm having pain in my teeth. My teeth are looking bad. All that is, what I heard. Sun will also be transiting here and will be combusting this Mercury when Mercury is retrograde. So that's the time when you have to be careful about the communication even more, because you can be very egoistic and maybe, false pride. So you might have that difference of opinion, that you have to, that brunt you have to face. So be careful about that when Sun is also in the Lagna. Okay, because your Virgo sign, your ruler Mercury is there, and Sun will be actually combusting this Mercury. So that's the time you have to be careful. And Sun will be right opposite Jupiter also. So mutual aspect will be there, of Jupiter Sun. So that is also sort of a combustion of Jupiter. Whenever Sun is associated with any planet, brings about combustion to that planet. Venus is also going to be transiting. So that's the time when you can do all what you want to, enhance your skills or do something which is aesthetically, you want to look good. You want to do something about your parents. All that you can do at that time from the 24th of September till the 18th of October. All right. Good for investments, planning, change of job, change of place. Bhadra Yoga is forming. Hamsa Yoga is forming in the Kendras when we have so many planets, positive planets, and Saturn is in trine, in dignity. So you have this time is the time for you actually, and for the babies who are born during this time, they are really very lucky. They should actually offer prayers to Lord Ganesha when they grow big. So the parents should actually, start inculcating that in their mind from the childhood days only. So when you are having the Pancha Mahapurusha yoga, so this is going to be very good for your marriage, for communication, and also, so make the best use of it rather than, amplifying the negatives, amplify the positives. So communicate only to a certain limit, to a certain extent. Draw a line. Don't go beyond that. All right. Coming to the next sign, that's Libra. So for Libra natives, this transit is happening in your 12th house, and 12th house transit is definitely about how you deal with people in a very different manner. Now your psychological awareness is growing and your subconscious self is enhanced because you are working behind the scenes now. Your perspective is changing now. Your intuitive perspective is changing as well. The psychic practices, how you can communicate with people, your secret communications will be enhanced. You might be becoming very investigative. And also, these are very powerful energies where you will be actually dealing with your intuitive channelizing of energy information, maybe with the foreigners, how you can connect with the source, where you can get the intellect flowing as well. That intellectual connect you want, basically. It's a good time to meditate. It's a good idea to go to a retreat. Okay. And you can also get connected with the places who are involved in the in the organizations which are involved in the charitable in the charity NGOs or something, or you can donate something to the girl child also. That will also be girl child is also seen from the Mercury. So you should actually be working through those remedies as well. You can do for others during this time. There can be some tendency of health issues, eating out, or maybe not eating timely meals. So that can definitely be a problem. But yes, this is going to be giving you that that balance also. You're going to be working behind the scenes. You're working very hard. Maybe you're preparing for some competition exams you're going to be preparing for. So this is going to give you that energy to attain that success. So till the time Mercury is in retrogression, avoid filing any papers. If you want to start any education, you want to file your maybe your LORs, or maybe you want to go abroad to study. So avoid the retrograde phase. But otherwise, the phase is definitely very good if you want to start any education overseas. And this is also going to be giving you a lot of spiritual angle attached to the Mercury in the 12th house. So you can go in for some rejuvenation now. So this is like, you are in your shell. You're working behind the scenes. You don't want to be interacting with people. So now is the time when you can meditate and understand your own self. Okay, because Libra sign and Virgo sign rulers are friends to each other. And Mercury is your Bhagesh also, the luck lord. So in the 12th house, so definitely luck from the foreigners. So traveling or meeting foreigners would be good for you, would bring about a lot of enhancement in your at your workplace as well. You'll be recognized in a very positive manner. See, you have a Sasa Yoga, that is Saturn is in the Kendra. So that is also like malefic influences there though. But yes, this is going to be bringing about some, change of place. This is the maleficence, which is there in the 4th house, bringing about the maleficence attached to it, and Martian energy is also in the 8th house. So definitely there is a change which is anticipated during this time. Some investment planning will be done. Very serious investment planning you can do, because Mars is in your 8th house, which is the house of speculation also. Sudden gains, sudden losses. Take care of while driving. While communicating with people, there can be some confused state of mind, confused energies, it can lead to verbal arguments also. So that you have to take care of, because Mars is energy, right? So what kind of energy you make the best use of during this time, you can channelize it and make the best use of. So you have to balance all that, how you interact with people, okay? The mystery solutions, candles, you will be getting involved in all that, and maybe you will be solving all those as well. Jupiter is right opposite this Mercury. So definitely very good for competition, good for interacting with your relatives. Maybe they'll be of your support. So take the help of your aunt or uncle who can guide you through. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Scorpio. For Scorpio, this Mercury is going to be transiting your 11th house. And 11th house transit of Mercury will be bringing about your willingness to learn more from people. You're going to be very innovative, how your social levels are, your friends, your groups you move around in, organizations. Now you will be getting more attached and more communicative with them. You're going to be actually that mercurial trait, because it's also the 8th Lord ruler, and the 11th house, definitely very good for investment planning, getting into any kind of new way of earning money. So this is like, suddenly you will gain something, but you have to be prepared for sudden losses also at the same time. So speculation income, that is why, there's fluctuation in that, lottery and all that. This is all very vague, this is very superficial. This is not very clear. So when you have fluctuations, 8th house is involved, 11th house is involved to fulfill your desires. So when there is a connection of, that's the reason, for Scorpion, it is Mercury is the bitter enemy also for that reason, because it's the 8th house ruler. But being the 11th house ruler, connecting with this, it will bring about enhancement in your financials also at the same time. Investment planning is going to be there, and you're going to be actually working through your feelings about universality also. You are going to be getting connected with that part of your life. That social life of yours is going to get enhanced, and you'll be getting all the support from the people around you as well. Okay, sudden intuitive ideas will just spark your life. Suddenly, you will get some ideas, and you will be feeling, oh wow, this has been innovative. You'll be innovative, and some technology wise, you will do something, you will bring about something, some new things. So this is something which is very, very possible, and it's quite like, in the earlier times, like rocket, the rocket was suddenly invented. So that kind of something out of the blue you will be actually inventing. So that is something which will be done with the teamwork. So be with the people who actually appreciate your ideas. Your authorities will be supportive of you. You'll be meeting authoritative figures also. Your participation in your trade union organizations, or somebody who is involved in those kind of organizations, will be more practically, you will be involved also. And there will be some kind of advice which can be unrealistic. Be very cautious about that. The dates that I've mentioned, don't go in for investments during this time. Your thoughts will be focused, and your devotion will be the key to success. So be devoted and be more integrated, okay? And that will be how you will be attaining the success. Very good time for travels, for education. If you want to start education, you can do that. And for starting any relationship also, any kind of relationship which is like maybe with your own friend, you propose that person. So that is also quite likely. Sagittarius people, this transit of Mercury is happening in your 10th house, and being the ruler of your 7th in the 10th, and there is a Pancha Mahapurusha yoga by Mercury as well as Jupiter. So in the Kendra, there's a lot of energy. So now is the time when you will be able to communicate about your accomplishments. You will be able to attain those accomplishments. You'll be actually, working through everything in a very measurable manner. You're very focused, and your ideas are very out of the box kinds of ideas. They'll be accepted by others. You'll be appreciated by others, and any kind of changes are also anticipated. In case you want to use your creativity, your performance, and take a leap, now this is the time, because there is for the babies especially who are born during this time, it's a very beautiful chart which has come up, because you have a Jupiter and Mercury in the Kendra, and Saturn in the 2nd house, of course, which is little, it brings about a little bit of blemish, but Mars is very in dignity also in the 6th house. Sun is in dignity, your luck is by your side. So beautiful chart for the Sagittarius people. So you have to actually be just little careful about your investments, because Ketu is there. So the dates that I've mentioned, especially from the 31st August to the 4th of September, and 15th September to 20th of September, and also 24th of September to the 26th of September, you have to be a little extra careful about your investments. Otherwise, it's a very positive transit for you. And there will be a lot of connection with the political people or politicians, or the political activities you'll be involved in, and you will be specializing in your the core activities that you are actually doing. So in case you're feeling too low on energy, don't worry, everything is going to be getting better. With Mercury in the Kendra, it will give you, because Mercury is youth. So the more the energy levels you actually enhance, the more they become. So at the age of 52, you can see I'm up and about at 12 o'clock in the night, because of this Mercury in my Virgo sign. So this is like, I'm really, really looking forward to this Mercury return. And I'm sure if you have, you all will also be experiencing the same energy that I am going to be imparting with you all. So don't worry, everything is going to be beautiful for you. But at the same time, maintain that that demarcation, that line, don't cross that in your communication, because then what will happen? There can be arguments with the superiors because of Mars's energy also in the trine. Don't forget that Mars is also in the Artha Trikona. Saturn is also in the Artha Trikona. Don't be lazy. Keep doing what you're doing in a very meticulous manner and be focused. There has to be a methodology that you have to follow. Don't go haywire, because you are concerned about your reputation. So you have to be actually working through that as well. Coming to the next sign, that is Capricorn. For Capricorn natives, this transit is happening. The luck lord is transiting your luck house at 9th house. So 9th house transit is definitely going to be giving you optimal time to apply for admission, for job, university, higher education, learning new things, writing, publishing, acquiring knowledge, and some journeys on cards, of course. Definitely you're going to be traveling, maybe with your relatives, with your friends, some cultural activities, or maybe some presentation that you have to prepare for, some lectures you have to take. So you are going to be actually traveling for that reason as well. But this is a very, very beautiful transit for acquiring more knowledge. In the 9th house, that means it is the place where Jupiter is the ruler in the natural zodiac. So enhancing your knowledge is going to be because of your intellect. So be wise, choose your subjects very well. Okay. And Jupiter is also going to be aspecting here, not to forget. Mars is in the trine, Saturn is in the trine. So you don't have to be lazy. Don't procrastinate. Keep doing things in a very regular manner, because the more you get on that, laziness aspect of yours, then it will not be a good transit, because Jupiter in the 3rd house is also low on energy. Actually, Jupiter is a Soumya Graha, not good in the 3rd house, because 3rd house is Mars's place. Saturn is also happy, Sun is happy here, but Jupiter and Venus are not. So what happens? Why they are not happy? Because they are Soumya Grahas. Soumya Grahas are soft Grahas. So if you want any kind of, if you send a guru to fight on the battlefield, how will he do it? It's that kind of an energy. So acquire knowledge, learn more. When Mercury is in the 9th house, learn more. Educational, cultural concepts, learn a language, or start doing some mantra chanting, learn how you can be a siddha, just start doing all those kinds of activities. Be patient, be tolerant, because, you are losing out on your patience. And don't convey what you're going through, the ideas. Don't share your ideas. Don't reveal your ideas to others. That's a remedy I'm giving you. That'll be good for you if you don't. And also, any kind of loans, debts, disease you're facing till now, that also you will feel little relieved now. So you will be able to pay off your loans, debts, and it's a very good time for competition as well. Don't worry, things are definitely looking brighter, and Mercury is in dignity. I'm very happy about this transit, really looking forward to this transit as well. So I really wish that you all actually utilize this transit well. If you are looking for any education, higher learning, journeys, definitely on cards. Take it up. Okay. I've given the dates. Just make sure that you look, hear the summary part where the dates are mentioned. At the place of work, they can be a little bit of, problem with the people if you are communicating in a very aggressive manner. People will not actually, the colleagues and the seniors, they might not like it. So just be careful. Pursue your knowledge, pursue the wisdom, let it flow. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Aquarius. For Aquarius natives, this transit of Mercury is happening over your 8th house. Okay. See, 8th house dosha is not there for Mercury at all. Jupiter is also looking here. So this is the time which is going to be giving you getting in touch with the hidden aspects of yourself, of your life. Any kind of energy which is related with very deep way of thinking. It is not going to be a superficial kind of a thought process now. You're going to be actually concerned about how you can work through the energies of financials, how you can deal with people, how you can deal with other people's money. Now you're planning everything and you're on the right path. Believe you me, this is a very good transit. And you're also concerned about your loved ones. You're concerned about their health. So you should not get too obsessive about your thoughts and fears and, about death, because this is the house of Ayu, the death house. So you don't have to fall prey to your, dwelling on the negatives more. So this will give you a lot of energy where you will be connecting with your thoughts, your subconscious self. So that is something you have to work through during this time. But otherwise, it is very good time for occult sciences, mysterious things, getting into any kind of communication, which is very, very deep. Your thought process is going to change. You're learning some deeper knowledge, acquiring some deeper knowledge and subjects also. And also there can be that you are studying those subjects related to physical anatomy or maybe sexual, the subjects which are related to sex. You're going to be learning all that as well, because it's not just going to be on the outer world. It is about the inner you as well, in deeply, you are going to be studying about, investigating about all these, the secrets of lives. Okay. So you can just join the dots, what I really mean. And also this is the time to modify yourself, how you can regenerate, how you can understand the power of change. So that is something that you have to acquire and be receptive to. Very good time for education, very good, very positive time for actually, acquiring more knowledge, the deeper and the higher realms of life. This can give a problem in communication with your father though, but definitely very positive time for your own self. So just because, your communication is very curious, you're very curious. Mercury is, as it is a curious planet, he wants to acquire and learn from here and there. So now you're going to be having that, exploration even more. Now you're going to be very communicative also, curious also, and you'll be meeting such people who are going to be imparting your knowledge. So this is a very deeper realm that you are getting into. Some encounters with the powerful people also is quite likely. Okay. For investments, I've given the dates, just avoid, because Mercury is in the 8th house, fluctuations will be there. And Jupiter is also amplifying this energy, and Mars is in the 4th house. Maybe, property related upheavals you have to go through. You might just experience, sudden rise, sudden lows. So you have to be careful. Market trends will be changing. So when Mercury is retrograde, avoid getting into any kind of investments which are very huge. It's said that, whatever you start in Mercury retrograde, it doesn't actually reach to the culmination. So just avoid, I would suggest. Okay. Coming to the last sign, that is Pisces. For Pisces, this is the 7th house transit of Mercury. And Mercury is going to be, aspected by Jupiter. It's forming a Pancha Mahapurusha yoga. Jupiter is forming a Pancha Mahapurusha yoga. And for the babies born during this time, they're really very, very lucky. I would say that, they should propitiate Vasudeva, that is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya chants everybody should do during this time. And also Ganesha chants you should do. Om Ganganapataye Namo Namaha Om. This is a beautiful chant for you. And in the 7th house, this brings about increase in communication with your significant others or the partners. This is a good time for initiation of any kind of business, partnerships, forming relationships, learning from others, teaching others also, because Jupiter is also right there. And Mars is in the 3rd house in dignity. Can you see how beautiful the chart has become for Pisces? Mars is in the 3rd house, which is the Karaka, Mars is the Karaka. Saturn is in the 11th house, which is actually the Mool Trikona place for Saturn. And Mercury is in dignity. Jupiter is in dignity. Sun is in dignity in the 6th house. Beautiful. Venus is also in the 5th house. I am so happy with Pisces chart. This is the time when you can actually have intellectual conversations. Now, this is the time when you can have mental encounters. There can be some debates you can get involved in. You can just go in for some communication, which can really transform your life, and you can transform others. So this is definitely going to be the time which is not to let go of. Just because of this Mercury retrograde, which is going to be happening from September 10th till the 2nd of October, that's the only blemish that I can see. Because Mercury retrogression is a time when, you connect with people who are, from the past you get connected with, you learn at that time. It's not a negative period, but Mercury will be overpowerful. Communication will maybe, it can go haywire and can be bringing about some communication gap with people. Misunderstandings can happen. Controversy can happen. So be careful during that time. Otherwise, it's a very favorable time for contracts, PR, visa, application, travels. Very positive for travels also. Purchasing a property, maybe for investments, if you want to go in for, you can. But Saturn is there, Rahu is there. So you have to avoid, financials, you have to, be very careful about though, because Rahu is also there in the 2nd house. And there can be some intellectual combats that you'll be having, and intellectual activities you'll be getting into. Some partnership businesses, legal matters will get resolved. Something to do with, your 7th house significations are definitely going to get enhanced. Travels, communication with people, how you interact with the outside world, that is going to get amplified because of Jupiter energy. Take care of your weight gain though, and also, it can lead to some difficulty in the arguments that you're going to be, that you can have. So that you have to really work through. Otherwise, it's a beautiful transit for the students also, for the ones who have taken loans, they'll be able to repay, and also for travels, journeys, health, everything is looking good. Ketu is in the 8th house, though you have to take care of your health also. All right. So this is it for all the 12 signs, ascendants, or moon signs, or the Dasha signs. So you just have to hear the summary part. Don't miss out on that, because that's what is very, very important, contains all the content. Okay. So stay blessed, everyone. Om Tat Sat.